Hello and welcome to... There it is. I don't know why it does that. It's the game's been running. It's just doesn't load in on the stream for some reason. Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today, if I can just fiddle about with the settings, I am going to be streaming some more Angels and maybe mentioning the Factorio Friday facts. This one was in the territory of being very technical again, so why is that so loud? Yeah, that's very quiet, isn't it? If I do that, and then I do that, I don't know why it's lower. Maybe the game's a bit more audible now. It's doing the thing where when the focus loss is away, it increases the volume because, of course, that's how Steam does things. Yes, so the plan today, really. Well, I guess the first thing to note is I'm a bit knackered. Not been sleeping too great, and I just wanted to make sure because this seems to be sat here kind of doing nothing. I think it's because there's not much iron coming through. Yeah, it isn't. Is this just a general iron problem, the one we're trying to fix generally? Or is it something else? We don't have any... Why is... stone is backed up. Okay. Stone is backed up because stone brick is just full. Okay, so if we pop in a steel chest, if I can build one, I don't know if I can, yeah. I'm not sure... Ah, there we go. Not sure if I've done that. Oops. Helps, of course, if I actually manage to hit the thing properly. Then that gives it more things to just chuck in a chest. But the likelihood is we're not building things using stone brick. So we'll just try and fix that. Maybe increase the number of labs or something. Let's have a look, see. So, what would be using stone? Ah, yes, okay, so... Maybe if we bump that up. Because that is labs? Yeah, chemical plant, yeah, labs. What else uses stone brick here? That's just stone. Are you using stone brick? You are. Is it worth bumping that up? So, in fact, let's do them all on 3. It's a bit of a temporary solution. I'm surprised they don't stack higher in this, actually, because, you know, a lot of the machines in Bob's stack much bigger numbers. Oh, we can do that, but it's not really going to help the situation. And then do that one. So a bit of a temporary fix. Am I putting them in somewhere? I am. Do I need... Oh, well. I'll go on. Let's do a second stack of that. And then what we can also do... Can we? I can't do filter inserters, can I? Yes, I can. Okay. I've got some. So we will stick another chest up here. Tell it to put stone brick in here as well. If we can work out where stone brick has been. Oh, there it is. And is that the only stone brick usage around here? I think it is. Yeah, cool. So yes, what we're trying to do, fundamentally, is get a little iron production up and running. We're using these sort of mini-bots, or we should be. They're not actually kind of doing anything, though. Why are you not doing anything? Call a construction robot. So there's loads of them waiting. What are they trying to build? They're trying to build belts and miners. And they're not building them because... I mean, belts are in a logistic jobby. So why are they not acting on that then? Are they doing it and I just can't see them? Or maybe they're not flagged on the map or something? Does that maybe not count as a connected network? In fact, let's see if I can see it. Trees? Why is it called trees? Oh, it's just named them after the backers. So why is that not working? Why is nothing happening? Ah, well, for one thing, these are separate networks, so we can fix that fairly easily. If we get a chargy one, or if maybe we've already got a chargy one. I can't see it, but construction expander, logistics zone. Is that, yeah, small remote charge. So we just sort of pop one in, and suddenly they're connected to the same network, and suddenly the bots kick into action. Excellent. Is there any kind of robot speed we can do? I wonder if does that... Oh, it does apply to crawlers. That's good. But it's locked behind blue science. I believe we could research blue science, but then we'd need to get chemical stuff up and running. And there's a lot of researchers to even get there, so... And that's a blue science as well. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that one for now then. Oh, well, actually, we could do the second one. What does that do? Call a Roboport. Does that just upgrade it? Because it doesn't call it Roboport 2. Medium construction zone expander. Big buffer chest. Well, let's just get that on and see what it does. It's low robots. Crawl or robot. Maybe that is a different thing, but... Construction zone. Okay, it's a different type of machine. How is it doing volume-wise? And now it looks to be really loud. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. What we need is the whole smelting thing, but what we could instead do is, like, build the train backwards. While these guys do the business. Because can I actually build a train and stuff? I mean, I can do signals, but I don't really need them. Do a couple of train stops. I don't think this base has any train production, but it does have rail. There we go. Let's grab some rail. Yeah, I don't think it has locomotive production. So, where might it put trains? Isn't there a logistics one? Barreling logistics? Angels logistics, there we go. So we put just the one, 111 type train, I think. And what I think my plan was to get it to kind of blend in with this. Because we don't want it to supersede it. We don't want to fill this up and replace it, because otherwise iron ore production will stop, which will kill off our steel. So is that a separate thing then? That's the big question. We know that is... Okay, so that is... Oh, and it requires red circuits. That's annoying. Oh no, that's the medium construction. That one is just normal stuff. So we could add that on to our other buildings. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So what if I'm doing that? Why have I brought it in here? Because it would be easier probably to have the drain drop off there and then just sort of belt that round. Yeah, let's do it that way then. So, because we do want it to be before this, so that we can make some stuff. But if we put a, we have input priority, so make sure it uses up the stuff it's got. In preference. There. Oh. Okay. I guess... Could I use just my normal rail stuff? I mean, kind of, because the... Don't I have a simple... I think I have a simple rail somewhere. 141... Simple early rail, there we go. Ow. So that's based on 121. Okay. I mean, I could do that, I guess. Yeah, let's do 121 then. So I'm going to need some more steel so that I can build... Whoops, I can build another... No, oh, it's under vehicles. Okay. Another cargo wagon. Where is the steel? Doubt I've got very much, to be honest with you. Because I've just increased the production. I have a load of machines that are using steel. Okay. Let's build it in as 121 and I can do the train bit later. I might actually... If I just sort of tweak that over. Then it'll build up a bit of steel there. Okay, let's fill all this in. There. There. Belt in. So I guess, as is kind of traditional, I should kind of chat about the Friday facts to some degree. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, I like these technical ones, but this week's Friday facts was quite technical. I mean, it wasn't really technical as such. A bit, but not really. And I can't put those in, can I? If I've got no stuff, no steel, rather. But yes, it sort of meant that. Let's take coal from here, maybe, if we can reach across here. But yeah, there wasn't really a lot of sort of speculation points, I didn't feel, which is fine to say. I really like these technical ones because it's like the inside information of like how they're developing it and stuff like that. So we can reach across there. Can I not honestly not get across there? No. Oh, there we go. But this week's Friday Facts was basically explaining some tweaks they've made to the power pole logic. Splitter, there's a splitter. And as part of that, some improvements to the visuals. Finally fixed the weird shadows that it did. Basically, it used to have to almost suspend your disbelief with the shadows, because it never really made sense how they were being shadows. Because the angles never made sense. Everything in Factorio... So the sun in Factorio is, as you can see from the player character, the sun is that way. It's in the west. If you look at the shadows, they're not so bad, actually. I'm just trying to find somewhere that has actually got the shadow problem. I suppose there, look, that wire that connects those two power poles, right? That shadow, because the power poles are going directly west to east or east to west, whichever way you want to think about it, should connect this top middle part here to this middle part here. And there should literally be a straight line. But instead there's a curve. And I've done a video and it'll probably actually go live tonight. It's really simple to edit these ones. But basically, you know, shadows don't work how they kind of work. And I say I misspoke a bit in the video in that actually... Or I took a guess that they just take the same, you know, this wire pattern and like offset it. I think actually they just run the same code between the connection points. So the shadows... Effectively, this shadow is drawing the same, has the same code to draw the wire as the shadow as the actual wire itself. So it's trying to connect that like it's a piece of wire rather than the projection of an existing piece of wire onto the thing. It was, I think they glossed over it because it was a bit, you know, simple in the sense that, you know, what the change was. But I actually think it would have been a fairly complicated change to do. I say if it was just using the same code essentially. But yeah, you know, whatever in a sense. Now, am I going to avoid... So I think I was going to do the foundry there, wasn't I? So we sort of go this way. Yeah, so they improved the logic for connecting wires by essentially making a proper logic for connecting wires, rather than... Sounds like what they were doing was trying to botch things around by... They'd made some decision that basically... you know, the way to avoid any error, any problems with the power connections, because at the moment, if you do a ghost wire, yeah, so if you do that and then you ghost in that's connected by a can I demonstrate that? It's a real piece of wire. It's not really I mean, it is ghosty, but it's, you know, it just looks like a piece of wire. And of course that then is connected. But of course you can't pass power down these. You've got to block off the power passing through. And they did that with basically just like going in this example, you know, when you do this, you know, do this differently, as it were. Whereas actually what they should have done, you know, in the first place probably, is basically have a whole system that, you know, builds the wires, as it were, builds the connections, and basically allow them to... I say this is where the technical bit is, because it's basically they've created a class so that they can have a wire object, essentially. But I say that gets into territory of... You've got to know a little bit of programming to know what that even means. I've lost the reference point, so would it be there? Oh, of course the station's not actually there. But yeah, so you know, they've coded it in properly, basically, is the point. Is the point. I was going to use my simple rail thing, and I've not actually used it. what does it have with curves and stuff? I don't think it has curves in it. Oh, it was 1, 2. Okay. And then using a turnaround. Huh. Well, we'll just do a 1, 1, 1 instead. But yes. Now, the other thing they did, I say, was the shadows. Which I really liked a bit more technical detail on, but they sort of skim over it. And the other thing is changing things to some other things to abstract items. And what it means by that is that the that was there. Did that work? Yeah, that's okay. At the moment, some items like the cable, and it's why it was, they're sort of collecting together some cable related changes. But basically, at the moment, if you want to connect, or if you want to fiddle about, I never really do this. I always found it too fiddly and annoying. But if you take a bit of cable, well, this is the point. You've got to have a bit of cable. So if I want to disconnect these wires, I don't want them connected, or I want them connected, I've got to use an actual piece of wire to do it, and the wire is used up. But when you do it in a blueprint, so if I have those, I can't really demonstrate it properly. I mean, this is really, really fake, but if I blueprint that, oops, okay, I blueprint that, then, and it's not really true, but if you imagine it with the red and green wires, which I don't think I've got, you see, so I can't demonstrate it properly. Oh, I have! I hadn't realised. So let's do that properly then. Example they were giving. So basically, in order for me, so I've got, you see I got, whoops, 6 now. So I've got 6 and 6, right? And what you can do is you can have these on as well, right? So it has the red and green wires on, and it's used those wires up, so I've now got 5 and 5. But if, well, let's do it with a blueprint rather than copy and paste, just because that's the proper example. If I do that, okay, right, obviously it's ghosts, so they're not really there anyway, but if I do that, puts them in, and I've still got 5 and 5, so it's magically created out of nowhere, red and green wires, and you never get them back when you destroy things as well. It's sort of like, it's horribly inconsistent in how it does stuff. And so they've made it consistent, essentially. So it now actually, all of them are just non-items, basically. They're not, none of them are real items. They're all abstract. And for the sake of this, let's actually do one there. Oh no, let's put that there. Yeah, that'll do. What was I saying? Yeah, so they've made all of the wires abstract items, but they've made other stuff abstract items as well. So the, is that consistent? No, I've done it the other way around. Yeah. The artillery remote, Spidertron controller. What else? I guess the discharge defense. Has anyone ever used a discharge defense? And I think a couple of other things. I mean, it's the red and green wires, the copper wires, the artillery remote, targeting thing. They're now all abstract items. And what that basically means in practice is that if you want a new Spidertron, you're just going to have a button down here, and they've made this longer, but you're going to have a button down here that spawns a Spidertron remote, and you can put it in your inventory and stuff. Like it works exactly the same as blueprints, basically. Is the point? I hope they fix this as well. I can't now delete this. Yeah, I can't get rid of that. Or maybe you can, but I don't know how. Until I've actually made it into a proper blueprint. Now, can I get some steel? And that's the basics of the change in the Factorio. That's what's coming. My assumption is it applies to everything. It's not just a expansion bonus, as it were. It is properly in version 2.0. Ooh, 200 steel. That's nice. But I think what's more interesting is why, like the core of why, because it feels a bit like this is prepping another one that's prepping for a more interesting thing. And I think they're trying to build. I think actually they've come up with like a comms plan. So basically, like a sequence of how to do all the updates on the Friday Facts and what to talk about each week, rather than because they always used to improvise it a bit. You know, come up with it sort of on the week, as it were. And I think they've come up with a like proper plan of what they're going to tell us when. And what this is building up to is how you manage things remotely on other planets. That's clearly what it's... and space platforms. I don't think we're getting spaceships. Either they're trying to hide... Either they're trying to, you know, not tell us anything about them, so it's a nice surprise. Or... the way they've talked about it, I think the space platforms are the spaceships. So effectively, the thing that you put into orbit is the thing that can move to other planets. So it's not really... there's a platform and then you put, you know, rockets onto it, and then rockets launch to other planets, or spaceships launch to other planets. I think it's more, and that's, I think, what, you know, that like silo-like thing. I think that's what it's representing. The current rocket goes into it, and then it'll go off, you know, to another planet. You know, carrying the rocket almost. Let's let that fill up, because I imagine these are... yeah, 200 fuel. Crikey. That's a lot of coal. Iron looks like it's flowing a little better. We now have no stone brick. Why do we have no stone brick? Because it's all going in this chest. Okay. So if we make that a regular. Okay. Where do we get to? So we've got the train built. We need to build 8 of those. Make sure we've got enough things. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we need to call this. Where would iron plate be in this? Not in... oh, it wouldn't be an intermediate, would it? Oh! Fisher. Okay. Iron plate, there we go. So if I then make this... no, that's a power pole, not a other thing. There we go, put it like that. Okay. And then we hop in. We say please go to pick up, and then come back to drop off. Make sure you're full, and make sure you're empty. Go. This might be a little risky, because obviously we've got some biters quite close by. And there's a possibility that they may get splatted by a train. Let's run the risk. I haven't done anything with combat yet. So. In fact, that's a point. We could probably make some military science. Have I got the research done? Yes, so we've done military science research. Oh, we know it's exactly the same. We are already making... What the heck is that? We're already making grenades and walls. Don't think we're making AP ammo though, so we could set that up. Yes, this is where the train is going to load. All right, they're doing okay. I mean, obviously we know they're super slow. We could go and add some more power because they are starting to really chug away on it. Yeah, I'm tempted to just take these guys out. Just to almost see what combat is all about. Okay, yeah, let's go and add some more power. Well, first let's do some power piles there. Some things there. Yes, so I think the underlying why of the change is that we are getting... What are we getting? We're getting the ability to remotely manage things. I don't think it just means... Because obviously the obvious case at the moment is, you know, if I wanted to do... Because what the example they were giving was, you know, if I wanted to add red and green wires here, no way to do it. I can't do it ghost. The only way to do it is to do this bizarre thing where you copy the thing, you paste it down, you add the change, then you paste it back again, which is just bizarre, and that's what they're mainly getting rid of. But the basic point is that you'll be able to do things remotely. So, for example, you know, if you want to do this here, like that, you wanted to do that, you would be able to. But I think the reason we're doing that is that you'll be able to do it on other planets. You know, you'll be able to, on the space platform, so you'll be able to go, right, you'll be able to look at your your factory and sort of say, whoops, I've forgotten to put some wires in. And you don't have to, you know, fly all the way over to your other planet just to put green wires in, type of thing. And that's what it's given us, I think. And it's especially true because the example I gave in the actual read-through was, you know, when you're building oil, you can only build them on, you know, on a resource. So you can't even, if you wanted to do the whole, so you've got, say there's some there's like natural gas or something in the new game, and you need to build a natural gas extractor, special machine, and so it has to be built on the resource because it's a fluid and you can't build fluids anywhere else. And if it's only available on that planet, you can't even do the copy paste blueprint trick, because if I'm on Alvis and it's a natural gas thing on another planet and there's no natural gas on Alvis, you can't paste that, you can't copy it, paste it here, because there are no things to paste it onto. And also, you know, if it is some kind of fluid deposit, it'll have an arrangement that you wouldn't necessarily be able to mimic, so you wouldn't even be able to use the copy and paste trick. And I think that's essentially what they're fixing, that it'll be giving us the ability to do remote actions on other planets, essentially. Right, so I'm getting a little confused. I was going to add power, wasn't I? Just to make sure that we're all hunky-dory. I'm not... Oh, here we go. So here's boilers. And let's grab... well, how many have I got down here? So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we could support another 8. And I picked up 5, did I? Yep. So we want 6, 7, 8. And then we would need 16 of these. And I picked up. No. Okay. We got pipes. Got inserters. Got belts. Okay. I've got too many power poles. Power poles should be down here. Yes. Yes, there we go. Okay. Do I have, like, military stuff? I mean, like, we could do some of these, couldn't we? Just stack them up. Give it something to chew on. So we could do a few. Oops. I did 2 and 3 requires military. Okay. Because they're quite expensive then, but if we do end up... I think there's something to do with this as well. Let's just give it a bigger chest for the time being. You slag! Okay, let's get me... Obviously I should be using the bots really, but I've given them a lot of jobs and they're very slow, so... Let's just plop this in. Like so. Down. And then... Have I got any wooden power poles? Don't think I have I? Let's just upgrade these then. Like so. So yeah, even what it's really about isn't actually all that spectacular. There was also the thing that I completely missed in the last Friday Facts, which was that trains change colour, basically. There's a whole... well, let's just say somebody pointed out to me that the whole thing everyone got excited about over accumulators is nothing. It's not even a real thing. You know, we were just all sort of seeing ghosts, effectively. And, well, it's ironic, isn't it, ghosts? Yeah, I can pull this up now, can't I? Yeah, and there's, you know, I guess there isn't power transfer via the rail, which is a bit disappointing. I would quite like to be able to just have a rail cross a bit of water and that's how you get power to the other island, sort of thing. That'd be nice, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, so that's not a thing. What is a thing is the trains changing colour. It's, it can look like it's part of the editing of the video when you see it, but it's actually, it really is, they change colour. And it must be something to do with a new logistics system, a new train-based logistics system that allows you to configure trains in a different way and lets them change colour based on the station they're going to, I think. Just so that you can visually see, oh right, this train is trying to get to my copper ore, but it's blocked, or it's gone some bizarre route, or, you know, it's ended up at the wrong station, or I don't know what might happen, but yeah, that's the idea. Now, what we could do, blimey, what we could do is this. The Biddly Bob is still distracting me. Maybe that's just a Bob's things, but I thought it was part of the general change that was made. Most recent sort of tweak. Can I get across there? I can get across there. Brilliant, brilliant. Because I want to make these other, these other, whatever they're called, construction expandy jobs, or no, just logistics. I'm not fussed about the big requested chest. Crawler Roboport, there it is. So we'd need gear wheels, circuits, stone bricks, and steel plates. So we would have gear wheels, circuits. Do these request? They do request steel. What was it? Let's just pop a machine in. So, and then hook it up. If we've got a machine, we've got a machine. We put that there. No, put it there. I haven't got any. I've got literally one electric power pole. Okay. Where is the storage? I cannot see one. Storage chest. Yeah, cool. Okay. So we get this to make robobots, crawler robobots. So we want them, and green circuits, and stone brick and steel. It's got steel. Oh, it doesn't need iron plate at all. Oh. There. Hard limit. That one. To that. And then we want it to be just logistics. Crawler robot. Is that the new one? Why does that feel like it's the same? I think it's because it's a very similar icon to that one. Yeah, okay. So we'll get it to make a few of them. How are you doing, bots? How are you doing? Missed out a few belts. They are very slow, aren't they? But this is sort of functional. So let's go and do some processing. Because what I want to try and do here with this is... in fact, actually, let's stock up. I'm afraid the stream is going to be very like this today. Me just randomly... things occurring to me as we go. I guess my brain is not fully up to speed. So, lights. Lights would be there. I haven't got 50 of them. Just need 50. Don't know why I would need 50, but small construction zone expander. One of them. Go up here. I guess we could get rid of the rail. Just keep one just in case. What else? Have we got enough grenades to... no. In case we need to clear some trees. Got some spare ammo in case I accidentally anger the natives. Wouldn't need them. What's that? Oh, that's a chemical plant, isn't it? I'll take some of them with me. Oh, I've got some already. Don't need them. In case there's some chemical process involved. I don't think there is, but I can't remember. What are you? So you're liquefier. I say shouldn't... well, I've got some already. Got some electrolyzers. What about induction furnaces? Bound to need plenty of them. Because I think that's the core thing. More blast furnaces. More ore sorting. Again, let's make sure we've got a stack of flare stack. A stack of stacks. It's not made a single one. It wouldn't have because it's not getting any brick, etc. And I can't run around that. What have we got here? So this is ore crusher. Loads of them. Make sure we got plenty. I'm assuming furnaces are replaced by... You know, we're not going to need these. But let's just leave them for now. Am I going to do anything with logistics? I don't think I am. Now, fast inserters are here. Longs. We'll probably need a lot of longs. Don't need that. Let's just make sure we've got nice stacks of those. Okay, what have I got excess of? Stone brick. Easy enough to get rid of. Very good. Oh, I got a load of wood as well. Whip, 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 whip. Let's get some assembly machines. If I just sort of put them back in there. Okay. It's not that far anyway. Did I ever build a car? Oh, I did. Okay, let's go in the car then. Why has this not got power? Is it the classic issue? It is. Oh. I hope that gets fixed as well. What happens is when you upgrade the power poles, it doesn't re-look at the connections. It just builds in the connections that were already, you know, it doesn't change them. So that's too far apart for wooden power poles. But it's perfectly fine for metal, you know, medium ones. So basically, it just doesn't build them back in again, or build them in anew, sort of thing. There's one here without power. Does it matter? No. Cool. Okay. Let's have a think. I never added the. So I had the like calculator thing. We've got another patch there, so really we want any building we do to be sort of kind of bounded by that, and then I guess we want to avoid whatever that is, a puffer nest. Well, we got loads of them. And what was that? I think that's natural gas, isn't it? No, that's a swamp garden. Okay. So we can trash all of them. Because there's loads of other ones knocking about. So if this is like the limit, you know, end up something parallel there, maybe. Just try and map out an edge, really, so I can start working. Oops. Actually, let's just use that one then. Okay, so first job then is to process at least one of these ores. And since this one's here, let's assume... how much am I assuming this converts into? Because this is slower, isn't it? Yeah, that's like 100%. Then this has a 200% mining speed, I think. 150. 200% mining time. And that's just normal. Okay. So let's assume it gets converted into... I don't know. say we end up with 4, because I always train some more in, or grab this one. It does have the infinite ones in, which I'm assuming we can't. Yeah, we would need to put sulfuric acid in. Anyway, point is, if we assume we get 4 lanes out, and I say maybe there's a train bringing more stuff in, or what have you. Okay. And so we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave a little bit of gap. That. I think I've actually got some. They be in here? No, parts. There we go. Some doobrima bobs. Don't really use them very often. Oh, there you go. So we end up 4 lanes of that. Okay. Now this one. Mining time 200%, so it's half the speed. One assumes we get more productivity out of it. But let's assume this becomes 1 lane. Of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll attach it to that. Okay. Now, how do we process it? What we have to do. Oh, we ran out of. That was quite quick, wasn't it? What could we do? We could do processing of mud water and extraction of sediments. I don't know what mud water is. A seafloor pump. Okay. I'd quite like to mess about with the organic stuff at some point. So how about we sort of stack some of those up? Gas processing, I wonder what that does. Natural gas, okay. A cannon turret, sounds like fun. Hydro refining. That's for the bio stuff, I think. Oh no, that's... Okay. For aliens, right. How about we do... So basic and advanced are just a few things away. That's interesting. A fish refrigium. Okay. Can't do that. Why can't I do that? Washing. Yeah, let's just stack a few random ticks up and we'll come back to them at some point. So we can do metallurgy as well. They're just upgraded, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't change, you know, how it fundamentally works. Why can't I do cement? Because I haven't got washing. Okay, so we can add that on. Anyway. If we were to... Right, the basic point is this stuff needs crushing, doesn't it? Yeah, because the... Can be refined and sorted for pure ores, so it's got to be a crusher. Okay. And let's space this out. And we can start building things like that. So it's crushing sapphirite. Gives me crushed sapphirite and crushed stone. There's no other recipe, is there? Crushed. Oh, right, so you can crush stone into slag. Okay. Oh, you can turn iron ore into pebbles. Right. Hmm. Haven't really worked out what slag is for. My assumption is that a furnace, molten steel, molten iron, molten copper. How did we make molten stuff again? Was it the induction? Oh no, it's the same thing. Blast furnace? Molten. Because we need to make those ingots. Oh, well, that's ingots. Where do we get ingots from? Oh, this makes ingots. But it makes from iron ore. How do we process? Because I've been using these. Is that the only way of processing? Let's have a look at what other recipes we've got. So, what are you? You're a blast furnace. You're an induction furnace. And you're a casting machine. Yeah, so it takes iron plate. Molten iron. So this has to have iron ore coming in. I wonder if there's a research that's called slag processing. Slag processing. There is. So what does that do? Processing mineral sludge into iron ore. Processing mineral sludge into copper ore. Filter frames. Slag slurry. Okay. Does that take slag slurry? Mineral sludge. Product slag slurry. What does this do? Just more advanced recipes? Yeah. So you then be... Huh. But what does that depend on? Hydro refining. Ah, geodes. Okay. They were needed in something else we looked at. Oh, this gets nice and complicated. Sapphirite chunks sorting. Is that what that makes then? Ah. And what's that? That's a flotation cell. What does a flotation cell take in it then? If it's making sapphirite chunks, then it's doing it with crushed sapphirite, which is coming out of a crusher no matter what. And then you do it that way. Okay. We're at risk of building something that's basically redundant as soon as we built it. Certainly this part seems to be fairly constant. So how does this recipe work? So it requires 2 sapphirite ore and takes 1 second. 2 sapphirite ore, 1 second. So if this is... So it needs 1 every half a second. And if a belt goes 15 items a second... Oh no, basic maths. I think actually what I'm going to do, because we've got 3 things coming out, we might go filter inserty. Oh no, I haven't got 3 things coming out, but 2 things coming out. Okay. So why don't I just do it on that side? No, let's... Because we can do the in and out thing. So that lane becomes that lane type thing. And this is just a stone going away. So we're going to have room for that. It only produces half as much stone. So it takes 2 in and only produces 1. So this would be 2 lanes, in theory, of stone that we need to kind of get rid of. if we're putting 4 lanes in. Well, it does take modules. So, we need 1 sapphirite every half a second. So every 1 second we would need 2. We're getting 15. So we need 2 of those. So it's only 7 machines. So it's a block of 8 will certainly cope. Okay. Biddle e bob. Okay. Where are we getting power from? Let's get power. From there. Okay. So, if we can modularize these, we'll have to leave some space in case. Except I also need that stone output. So this would then be the bacons. And we just sort of, well, let's copy that bit. So that's second one. Oh, should have grabbed them as well. Third one. Fourth one. Basic point is that you can then just underground. And then underground. That. These ones. Oops. Like that. Okay. Yeah, power bar's going to be in the way, isn't it? Why is it going to be in the way? Oh, I've offset these accidentally. Should be lined up with that. That's annoying. That's annoying. Okay. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Oops. There. Da, 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 da. And that. Oh, I forgot to put the things on the other side, didn't I? So, just tidy that up a little bit. Don't know why I was inconsistent. I was inconsistent. So next week, I am going to be. Does that reach? No. I'm going to be at EGX when I would normally be streaming. I say that. I doubt I'll be there at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, but I also doubt I'll be interested in streaming. I've still yet to decide whether I'm doing all 4 days. They've published the events schedule and stuff, and it's a bit light on AAA again, which is fine. But I think with a lot of indie games, let's be frank, and this is someone who loves indie games, really, you know, you either kind of love them or hate them, if you see what I mean. They're sort of, how am I going to blend all this together? You know, the particular game mechanic, you know, will either just appeal or not, sort of thing. It kind of doesn't, you know. So not a lot to that, really. Other than go and play a different game. Would that be right? Yeah, that'd be on the right side. I think I can then repeat. Right. What's going on there? I think actually, bing bang bing. Let's do that one then and see what they look like. I think I've done this in a very weird way, but I don't have to. It's basically I'm struggling with this bit. Yeah. Let's do that. That's in the way then. Well done. It's because I give myself slightly too little room, I think. Why is that different? Oh, I see. Like that. And then I suppose these two need to blend together, don't they? Actually, let's put it there. Oops. What have I done there? That's what's confusing me. That's what it should be. Like that. I made it right with it like that, didn't I? Okay. So if that's it processing that one, I'm sort of assuming or guessing or thinking that the processing of the other one happens on the other side. But it's Jivalite, isn't it? It's the same basic idea, I think. It's just you get more iron ore out of Jivalite. Oh, and iron pebbles. Okay. So we can kind of take this tidy it up a little bit. Kind of imagining going to do the same thing and just sort of stick in a load of these. Because I think they're finished now. But let's just build it first. Or design it first. Yeah, so I can take one of these. Like that, and just sort of flip it around. Oh no, wait. Flip it around. And if we're saying we get one out, how much space? In fact, let's take the whole kit and caboodle. Like that. And then we clip that. So then that is our Jivelite processing. Doesn't need quite so much. Stone crushing, I don't think. But this is Jivelite crushing. Okay. I wonder why that stopped. Yeah, we've got no red. So there's all this iron ore that I'm failing to produce is causing a real problem. Okay. So that gives us basically 5 lanes of iron crushed whatever. And using a sorting facility, which is the big boy, isn't it? Yeah. So if we imagine this is some bacons, and do these reach all the way across? They do, with a little bit extra. Okay, that might be useful. Okay. But if that's that one, okay. Oh, why is that saying no power then? That's got no power as well. Oh, because they've cross-connected. Would be quite useful for them to fix all this. Let's put lights in. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, that's not our thing anyway. Okay. So you then can crush some sapphirite ore. And you make iron ore, iron nuggets, and iron pebbles. But what rate? You do it in 2-1-1. Okay. What about the other side of life? Where we're doing that one. So it takes in 4 and produces 2-1-1. Wait, it said 2 pebbles, didn't it? On the other... No. Oh, oh, it's that one that produces 2 pebbles. I see. Okay. Because basically what this means is that we're going to get the exact same amount of stuff out. So if it's taking 4 in, it's putting 4 out. But it's putting them in different... You know, it's like changing... You know, if there's 4 belts of crushed sapphirite coming out... going in, then there'd be... 1 belt of iron, 1 belt of iron nuggets, 2 belts of iron pebbles. So we can kind of do the same trick-ish, but not really. How would I be best to organise that then? Let me think. Because really we need a sort of separate set of belts. Belts. So we do have the 4 lanes there. We could use that space. But the point really is, because we've got this other one, I think I need to move this down. We're also going to get extra from the other, from the green boys, basically. Let's do it there. Trouble is, we're now... Well, I don't have to do this here, do I? This could be over here. So that's fine. But then basically I can move this down. Gives us a bit of room. I can have one of them coming out of here. Except I can't do that, can I? Because I need 3 output lanes and 1 input lane. So I need 3 and 1, and there's no way that's reaching over. But then this would reach 3, wouldn't it? Yeah, the range of those is 3, so what we could do, move that one in, and then we do have a proper lane. So we could have a second lane there, I think. Is that right? It's ages since I could probably just cheat it, because you can... Ah. Huh, no you can't. So it won't let you do things you haven't discovered for the hopper. Okay. That's too far away, isn't it? I'm sure it's only 2. Wow. I can't believe I'm going to have to look this up. Oh, and I've messed that up as well. Forgot about that. Oh. Yeah, so it does reach 3 over. 0, 3. Yes, of course it does. So those wouldn't get hit by the beacon. Is basically the point. What we can do. I was getting confused. I say I'm a bit tired, so let's just leave that. Yeah, so this wouldn't get hit by the theoretical beacons, but we can just use undergrounds basically to avoid that. So just put an underground there. And kind of weave these a bit in and out. So, I mean, the other option, well, what would it end up? It would be like there. It's just to do that. And then we can have that one outputting there. We're going to need a lot of filter inserters. We're also going to need more power poles than that. Wondering if I could maybe get away with some sort of arrangement like that, and then we can put that there. Or actually, let's put that a bit more sort of even. Because we need it out the front. So that gives me 2 outputs, you see. Reach. Put that there. So it could go there. Like that. Yeah, so we've got, because if this is doing sapphirite, because we're going to get 2 pebbles, 1, 2, 3, and we've now got 3 outputs. It's just that pebbles is going to come out of 2 of them. Is the tricky part, because we need that one. So this needs to be the oops. That needs to be the inline. Don't know whether I'll... Don't suppose I can, because I don't have long filters, do I? So perhaps these are the pebbles coming out the front, because it effectively gives us 2 lines. When we jiggery-poker it all together. Let's put them like that, so I know what's going on. I don't think I need that many machines, do I? Because it's quite quick. 1 second crafting time. 4 ore. So 4 machines are going to process 4, 8, 12, 16. A belt, basically, with a little bit of idle time. And then if we redo... I'm actually thinking maybe I could get away with reusing these belts, could I? Because if those are there... Ah, that one doesn't connect to the power. Connects there, but then that's unpowered. And that's unpowered, okay. In that case, clearly needs to have a power pole there as well. So do I even need that one? I do. Unless I do that. How am I getting these 2 over? Don't need that at all, do I? Okay, so that's outputting. If these are pebbles, let's just put them on, so I don't. Pebbly Bob, iron pebbles. Yeah. We'll have to hop, skip, and a jump them over. So this is the first one. Comes in. These are the two of the pebbles coming out. If I... Because that's all going to be on one side, isn't it? But it's only a quarter... Just like half a belt. But I need some kind of balancing thing, I think, on some of these. I'll think about that in a minute though. So this one then is, say, iron ore and nuggets. If that was the iron ore. There we go. No. Where is iron ore? There. So if iron ore is the outside one, and nuggies are there. We could just jump one like that. So the nuggies could be on that one. And then this one. Which side is it on? If that's iron ore. A little bit messy, but we could do that. And then I could... Why do I need to do that? What am I trying to achieve? So they're coming out both sides, basically, and this is kind of both sides together in a sense. So if I'm just doing that, like getting both sides on that one, these are coming out on both sides, as are these. If I put thing like that, except this one isn't. That's just one side, but that sort of matters, but doesn't matter. But I will need to balance it at some point. Anyway, stop getting distracted by that. What I want to do, I think, let's go over here. That doesn't reach. Okay. Was there one extra there? There was not one extra there. Just too far. Might actually need double in the end, but we shall see, we shall see. There's quite a lot of stuff to move by long-handed. So I might need extra ones anyway. What am I trying to achieve? I'm trying to jump those over. But I could always just underground that. Oops. Yeah, if that side loads onto there, then that's auto-balance, isn't it? Because that's 2 going onto there. So we may need more of these, because I'm not sure the speed will be enough, but it's relatively easy to sort, especially if I do that. And I've got more to play with there, if I do that. You know, we can easily double them, and double them. Double that, and double that, if I need to. And then, you know, double that, and double that. I think actually, I'm going to move it up. So there's room to do that. Put another light on. And I think that's fine. Yeah, so if we copy up that, we just do it. Posh. 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 And it's not that one. It's that one. It'll all get a bit screwed up when it's if there's any modules added, but that's fine. Okay. So there's the inputs. In terms of the outputs. So that's not ghosted in, is it? How about... So I just think I need something here that I can just blend them in. And I've got an inserter already. Splitter already. So what I really need to do, if that's how I'm doing it, is kind of balance these together beforehand. Because then I can just underground to fit that all in. So we want to copy that part. So we get rid of those two. Because then we can just insert split these. Although I'll have to do something slightly different there, but let's sort it out first. There. Like that. So if we blend that one in. Oops. Like that. Go. Should just be able to copy that now. Okay. Wowza. Okay. Shall we start putting in these construction thingies? Because it's going to take them ages. It's really digging it with my nose. Construction zone expander. So luckily it covers it all. So by the looks, I think I can probably just sort of put one next to the oh, short range. We can put the things in there. Oh, they don't need to be powered, do they? No. Convenient place for them anyway. The other way. I think I'll just leave that for now. Yeah. In fact, we want the chargy things, don't we? That's right. I can't remember what the... Oh, it's not going to tell me. On there, maybe? So... I think... There. There. There, maybe? And does that connect? Yeah, well, I guess. They do need to be powered, don't they? In fact, that's a point. Should be these ones that are next to the debris. That's too far away. Yeah, should be this one here. In fact, it probably wouldn't matter, would it? It's a power pole right next to where I'm putting the other one. And then... Where is it? Small construction zone expander. Oh, I don't know. You're being weird. Let's just put them in. No, I think we're going to need more of them. Too good to tell without it drawing the lines in. It's because there's no power, and it seems to forget these very quickly. Don't know, odd. Put that there. Yeah. Looks like that's too far away. That's not too far away though. Why is that? I am confused. Oh, that should be a construction one. And that should go away. Then why are you not connecting? Because it's ever slightly, it's just slightly too far. Okay. So if you're there, does that work better? I don't get why that one... Oh, because these are huge. I see. Okay. I get you. I get you. Right. I'm just going to put these in. It drives me nuts being able to see the line, not being able to see the lines, and work through this. Okay. Yeah, so that's too far away. That's one too far. That's annoying. Okay, let's just put one in the middle then. Oh, why wouldn't that connect? Oh, it connects on that. Okay. How very annoying. Let's see what they do. If I've messed it up, we can always fix it later. One here. And then one in there. Okay. God only knows if that's worked. Oh, well, there's some activity, so something's worked. Okay. And then we need an extra one. No, that was a construction one. So here. There. And there. So they'll build the belts. Crikey. Don't really want... Oops. The machines in. I wonder if I can build the... Oh, I would need clay brick. Okay. Ow. Clay brick is clearly a thing. Clay, concentrated mud water, viscous mud water. I seem to remember getting mud from somewhere. I do not know where though. A washing plant. I can build a washing plant. And I can build a seafloor pump was mud, I think, was it? Got a seafloor pump, and then these are all the bio ones. With your algaes. Clay brick. Unburnt clay brick. Unburnt clay brick. Made from lime. Lime made from limestone. I saw that recipe somewhere. What does a washing plant do? Washes things, presumably. That would be my guess. It's a controversial theory, but it's a theory. Where did it go? Washing plant, washing plant. Where are you, washing plant? There you are. Right. What do you do? So you can make clay. Heavy mud water, concentrated mud water. Limestone. Okay, so we need to set this up to build these more advanced machines. Right, we will come back to that at some point. Basic point is, we're getting at least 4 lanes of iron ore and pebbles and blah blah blah. And what we want to do is turn all of that lovely stuff. We will find a one of them. Give ourselves a little bit of room there. And then it's here. Right. Line. Yeah. Now, we're getting out this, we're getting iron ore. Whoops. So we have a whole bunch of ways of making iron plate. Now we really want the iron ore probably eventually going into steel, I would guess. Wait, you can make iron plate out of crushed sapphirite. So I could have avoided all of this in the first place, oh well. So ideally we want to make iron plate out of molten iron, I think, because I presume that's the best recipe. Are there multiple ways? Molten steel, molten iron, molten copper. Molten iron can only be made out of iron ingots. This is this chain again that I keep forgetting. And it's to do with the blast furnace, induction furnace, and the casting machine. So you would make molten iron out of iron ingots. And you make the iron ingots, and what do? You make the iron plate. Okay, and what do you make? Oh, you make them only out of iron ore. Okay. Which I assume if we get the blast furnace 2, maybe it can do pebbles and stuff like that. But for now, we can only make that of iron ore. Okay, so that's one chain. The other thing, iron pebbles. But I thought I could make them out of iron. I can. So I can take the iron plate and smelt it into just iron plate normally. Okay, so let's do that. But is that a rubbish recipe? I bet it is. Yeah, 4 pebbles becomes 2 plate. Okay. 3. Oh, but 2 nuggets becomes 3 plate. So it feels like they're going to balance out then. And that becomes... Well, if we go the other route, I think it becomes more. But we'll come back to that. But it feels like those two are sort of going to balance each other out, because that's... We've got 2... How many belts of... Oops. How many belts of that have we got? Because didn't we end up with 2 belts of pebbles? Yeah, we're going to end up with 2 belts of pebbles, and they're going to be on the inside track. Okay. But... it's 2 to 1. So effectively, to get 1 belt of... Didn't I... Yeah, I didn't bring very many of these, because I thought we'd maybe be able to use the furnace. But we cannot. Let's... Am I going to just use my smelting thing? Because... I don't know, this feels a lot like this is going to be in the territory of... it's not actually worth upgrading it. Where is the iron? It's that one, isn't it? Okay. Because then we would have... Wait, where's the one with the bacons on? That's the bacon one. So it's right next to it, okay. Just that, basically. So I need to flip this round, really. I think. Oh, that looks weird backwards. In fact, why don't I just flip the whole kit and caboodle? So, if I take that, and it wants to be there, but then we flip it. No, we don't. We flip it. Yeah. And then, where does that need to be? That needs to be there, I think. Okay. Because that then puts the input on the other side, so I can still flip this over. And then we've got clearer access. Okay. That should be the other way around. So this is the pebbles coming in. Because we're going to have to get coal over here as well. I didn't think about that. Where are we getting coal from? We obviously got a coal patch there. We've got... Oh no, that's not coal. That's just a discoloration of a thing. So that looks like our only coal patch. That's annoying. Okay. Unfortunately, I put the train station there. If I was to... Oh, it would miss. Okay. So if we move all of this up, basically. Then we can just load it in directly rather than messing about going round and round the houses. What am I looking for? That one. So I can do that. And then let's put it there. Maybe, to be safe. Okay. And so this can just be an iron ore coming out. But if we're doing it with pebbles, we're not quite going to get 2 lanes out, are we? So we do plate, we do iron plate from pebbles, and we get half a lane out, basically. Okay. So if we then copy and paste this, like this, then oops, like that. So we only end up with 1 iron ore out of that one, iron plate out of that one, but if we do it out of nuggies, then 2 gives 3. Oh, it's got 7-second craft time. I'm not sure how that's going to mess about my numbers. 7-second craft time. So it's 3.5 seconds per plate, I think. But that's only... Oh, it's the same... Crikey. So effectively you're using... Every 7 seconds, you're using 4 iron pebbles and 2 iron nuggets to make 5 iron plate. Maths. I can always... These are easy to extend or shorten, so it's not a massive problem there, but what I was trying to do is get to the whole... Well, how much do we need out of that then? But they're same processing time, so whatever length they end up as. I keep doing this, but it's in here somewhere, isn't it? Here we go. So have 4 coming in, but you've got 2 lanes going in. 4 iron pebbles. So you're getting 1 out. And here you're going to have 1 going in, and you're going to get 1.5 out. You can't. Is that right? Because if we put a 4 lane in, we get 1.5 lanes out. That's annoying. So what we probably actually want to do is split it. There's only 1 lane coming in, so this one, instead we split it, and then it kind of becomes 2, only it's 1.5. So that one can go there. Where's the other? So this is the normal... This is the pebbles. Okay. So I've put that there. Why have I done that? So that... Because ideally I want that filtering in there, don't I? So that would become 2. I've got an extra one here. that's 2 lanes, isn't it? That's not going to work. Maybe if I do that. It's a bit weird, but sort of self-balance. So we've ended up with 3 lanes of iron plate there. We've still got a lane of iron ore. Or iron. Or iron. Yeah, let's put some more. These are annoyingly short. Ah, dear. Let's put that on there. And I can just sort of improv in kind of extra power pole. Oops. Make sure there's charging points. Let's put these in. And then see about the construction. Expanders. So we have to go far down with these. But let's just put one. What's the range on it? So yeah, let's have it just going down the side of the coal. It's just sort of weird. It's discombobulating to have it. Be a very short connection zone. Strange. If I go all the way over here. But then I need that one there, I think. Yeah. I've got plenty of charges at the top. Okay. So yeah, there's probably almost certainly not the right number of furnaces. What we could just do quickly, a very quick pass with this. Make sure we've not got any wooden power poles. Okay. Let's assume, I don't know where it'd be, but we assume we underground this in some way that these can escape, kind of thing. And we can just work on... I've forgotten it again. So it's... blast furnace first? Yeah, blast furnace turns it into iron ore. Iron ingots, rather. Iron ingots then get melted into molten iron. And then that gets cast into iron plate. Okay, so it's these ones first. Now, let's pop in. I'm not sure what I didn't do in the other one was, good, because I suspect that's, it's like a perfect ratio-y type thing. So, was it blast furnace first? It was, I think. And where would the actual edge be? Be there. Alright. Yep, that keeps them all in line. So, if you're making iron ingots, as I say, I suspect this probably needs to be steel, really. Because you also make steel ingots, but you make them out of iron ingots. So I can kind of divert it later on, but it makes iron ingots, and it's 1-to-1, basically. So if we're sending it a lane of iron ore, I'm just wondering, because We're going to get the extra from the Jivatite, so I don't know. I think I'll forget about that for now. But this would be a lane of iron ingots coming out. Oh, I've run out of power poles. Let's just put one in. I have run it out of power poles. Now, can it reach across too? It cannot. But what does this... So, 4 seconds means it takes 6 a second. So 3 of them would actually handle an entire belt. So why not do that? Feels like we're in fast territory, I think. If it's an entire belt, then a couple of fast inserters aren't really going to cut the mustard. Could do it on the other side as well. Because that would then be... That's on that side, yeah, so we need to just... Oops. Side load. And that'll work itself out. Oh, it needs fuel as well, does it? Oh, it does, okay. Because we've got coal here. And there will be bacons. Because we can then move that over. So if this is... Where does this need to be? So it would need to be there. Would it? I mean, it could be... It could be there. And then that's in. Do that. Put that there. Okay. Yeah, so I'd assume, you know, these are going down here somewhere. Let's move this, if this isn't where it is. But let's... Oops. Put it here for now. But yeah, they need coal. And we can output the second belt there. I put that in the wrong place, haven't I? That needs to go there. Seem to have ended up with a lot of lights. Needed to go there. Ah. So that's our second. That's our the other half of the lane, basically. Going that way. How are the lads doing? Chugging away, chugging away. Are they sucking up all my power? No, loads. Loads left. Loads of power. Yeah, done a bit here. Okay. So they're outputting, hopefully. Might have to double that up, actually. They're outputting a lane of iron ingots. Now this... I think this is where we get into the direct... No, not direct insertion, but... You know, you don't really need to... Just a row of these will sort of sort it out. But let's do it properly for now. So how does this work? This makes molten iron. Does it require fuel? It does not require fuel. And how does the recipe go? We get 120 molten iron out of 12 ingots. And each of these is making 24 4-second craft time. 4-second craft time. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24. 6. But sorry, 6 a second is required. 6, 12, 18. So that is about. And then this one, 4-second craft time to make 12 ingots. So it's 4, 8, 12. So 4 machines. Because it's 4 a second, which is then 4. That's right, yeah, 4 a second. 4, 8, 12, 16. So I would need 4 of these. Like that, which just says where we get into the territory of why not just grab it off of this belt? It's this one here. I mean, if I just reverse this. Then it's just here. And I would need an extra machine. I've got the window open. So no, when I look distracted, it's because there's someone shouting and stuff outside. Got a window open, even though it's blowing October, because the UK's decided to have a mini warm spell. So I don't really need that. Oh, a bot popped something down. Well done, bot. What do we need? 2? I don't know if we would need 2. Okay, and then it outputs molten iron. Molten iron. There's not really any room for bacons on this. But then it doesn't have a bacon slot, so I'm not convinced it can take bacons. But let's just build this. I mean, I say maybe we've converted this to steel in the end. But we then do them. And the next step is the casting machine. Which has 3 inputs for some reason. So it takes 40. 40. So it needs 10 a second. And we're getting 10 a second out of that. Are we? No, we're not. We're getting 120 every 4 seconds. So that's 40. So 30, 60, 90, 120. So it's 30 a second. And how many does this need? This only needs 10 a second. That can't be right. This one machine produces every 4 seconds it makes 120 molten iron. So every 4 seconds it makes, so every 1 second 40, 80, 100, no. Every 1 second it makes 30 because 30, 60, 90, 120. So effectively every 1 second it makes 30. This only needs 10 every second. So one of these can support 3 of these. Huh. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Crikey. And how many does it make? It makes an iron plate a second. 4 iron plate. Which is only 12 a second then, isn't it? No, that's... yeah, which isn't even a belt. Is that better then? That doesn't seem better to me. What have I miscalculated there? So we're getting an iron ore belt in. Maybe it's just that if you did it with normal... I thought the whole point of these was that you get more. So it's 10.5 crust time to make 3. So... oh, it is better, isn't it? But because of these being really terrible. So 1 every iron ore. So an iron ore every 5.5, 2.3, 2.25 seconds is, reverse that, 7, about a quarter of a belt. Becomes 3 implant, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Becomes a fifth of a belt. Yeah, so it is better, but it's not actually giving me a whole belt's worth. Seems a bit stingy. It's probably going to be better then to kind of split this. So what would we want? Let's just think about it. Those two going to 6 machines, would that work? Can't connect that there, can I? So this would be iron plate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't like that. Could do it there. So I could have these. I could have them. So that would be furthest down without interacting with that one. So 1, 2, 6. And then... Does that make sense? And then this one outputs... that trick. To put it on the inside. So it'd be iron plate. Nope. Okay. And then this becomes our fourth belt. So we can connect it to that. Obviously needs power, but it also means I can put bacons on there if that's appropriate. Don't know about baconing these then. So this needs to be iron plate. Biddle bob, biddle bob. I don't know. Let's just put them every... Let's base it on that one. So it's every other one. There. There. Okay. I'll just have that in there. For completeness. Do you reach? Far enough, far enough. That'll do. Okay. If we're kind of 4-2ing it, the station. Do I want the station? Might as well just have the station here, mightn't I, if I'm moving it anyway. Let's put it. No. What'll be best? There, maybe? So if I'm 4-2ing it, oops, for the time being, put all this in. Oh, it's going to pick up my other station first. $8.20, that's not gone too badly. Some trees. Always the way, isn't it? You build a station. It makes a different noise when you run on the track. I'd never noticed that before. Unless that's a Angels Only thing. Yeah, so it's about 8:20, okay. As mentioned, I will not be streaming, rather, next week. Or the week after. So next week I'm going to EGX Games Convention. I say I may well not, you know, actually go on the Sunday, like physically, because there doesn't seem to be enough games to justify. It kind of depends what the ticket prices are. I suspect what I'll probably actually do is because Saturday is usually the busy day, you see. Busiest day. But it's also when the tickets are cheap, so And then Sundays are usually even cheaper. I'm not sure. A lot of stations have started doing like free parking basically on a Sunday. You know, kind of to encourage people to, you know, start using the trains again basically. So yeah, so what I might try and do is the Thursday and the Friday, because it's a 4-day thing, and I always buy the, you know, multi-day ticket, and I don't know why. Thursday and Friday, I'll probably go out there and play the games. Saturday, I'll kind of go up there, but that's when I've arranged to see my mates, so yeah, you know, they're not getting there till the evening, so we're not getting slaughtered or anything, so yeah, probably mostly go for that, and then Sunday is a case of, you know, if I'm feeling okay and we have avoided getting drunk, then I'll just pop up and maybe sit in a couple of the talks. There's a couple of interesting ones by the looks of things on the Sunday. That's a very, very long-winded way of basically saying that I could probably stream, but I'll either be knackered or, you know, a little bit hungover or tired or, you know, what have you. So I probably will not stream on the Sunday, and Saturday is right out, as I say, because I'm doing some social things. Wait, I did use them. Didn't use them, did I? No. I should probably be using these more as the logistics side of things. Because as construction bots, they're a bit fish. But let's grab the bits and pieces, and I'll see how much I can kind of fill out. I didn't use that many of them, did I, in the end? Smaller casting machines we ended up with. Quite a few of, but maybe not 20. And then blast furnaces, again, not that many. Probably fill all that out. In fact, I thought I did fill all that out, so... how many of these? I've got 16, so, you know, fine. I'm thinking I'll probably pop the machines in and, you know, kind of make it easy for the bots, basically. Since we've only got half an hour left, see where we can get to. Maybe I'll mostly focus on... In fact, I probably need to take all of the furnaces, I think. What belts have we got? Let's just grab William and Nillium. Them. What about inserters? Again, need lots of long-handed usually. Okay, so we've got lights, we've got power, we've got cert furnaces, we've got machines. But if I take more power poles as well, because they're quite quick to make. No, the ones. Okay, let's see what we can fill out in the what's left. Yes, but then the week after is I'm going to see some family, or my family, because my nephew, his birthday is not so long. I need to ask my sister what as a present. I might buy some Lego. He's getting to that age where Lego is quite a good gift. Oops. No. So yes, so there will be no streams next week or the week after. Oh yeah, I need to work out what I'm going to do with the stone, don't I? I mean, I can't be able to convert it to limestone or something like that, maybe. I was kind of hoping I could get one of them working, just to make sure I've not messed anything up. But yeah, let's put like the crushers in and stuff like that. so. Got all the oil. Oh, we haven't got all the crushers in. So this is the first lot, isn't it, coming through? Ah, I've not set these as filters, have I? Whoops. Let's kill them off then. Because these should be filter inserters, not regular inserters. Of which I do not have many. Yeah, we should have stone going that way. I mean, the other alternative is to use these more, but it means sending things backwards and around about. Crushed stone. There we go. Okay. Like that. Clear that down. Enter is all hunky and inventory. And then realise that we can't actually do that. Because that's a long-handed, it's not a filter. And this needs to be crushed sap, right? Oops. Like that. This can't be filtered. So, how are we going to sort that out? Out. What we could do, if I just rethink all of that, what we could do is underground's there, and then this can just grab. I think these actually need to be fasts anyway. So that can grab the raw stuff. And then this. That. And we just sort of side load it on. Trouble is, that's all going to come out on the same side then, isn't it? In which case, what? That's how I think. So, if I was to use my trick to put it on the other side, and then underground around it, clear this off. That needs to be the other way around, isn't it? So that puts their output on that side. We need some... Oh. Fiddly bob at me. Oops. That. That needs to be lined up with the back of it, doesn't it? So it needs to be there. And then this can be a long-handed over here. Except not, because then it can't reach that. Okay, so that needs to be there. That needs to move one up. And that needs to grab there then. are these outputting then? Don't think the maths quite works on that, does it? Hmm. So, if that was just a belt going through, that would get us everything on one side. I think I've massively overcomplicated that, basically. When all it needs is something like that. Because then they're up on that side, they're up on that side, and these obviously need to be crushed sapphirite. And I'll say these might need to be kind of doubled up. I run out of fast ones I have, haven't I? Because they become filters. Junk. So I don't quite know what I'm doing with this stone. But for now, just whack it in a box. So to clog things up. And now we can connect that on back. I'll clean all of this off. Don't think the other ones ran through, did they? So this, that. Okay. Yep. But I think the back end is fine, isn't it? But let's just start with a fresh slate. Okay. Right. That. Okay. Would probably be better to use belts basically. Use splitter filtering, really. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've only made 5, so I need 5 more of that. We don't need that bit at the end. Yeah, we need that one though. This in. Yeah. Right. Oops. Why are you not working? Because you don't have a fastened side. That's why. Okay. This filled in. Crushy. Why are you not working? Because you're full. Because that's not got anywhere to go. Yeah. Stone left on that still. We're only getting like half a thing. We would, because I've put that on the wrong side, haven't I? Okay. Let's just do... my belt switching trick instead. There we go. Okay. Like that. Okay. Oops. Has everything got... It has not. Why are you... Oh, because there's a belt missing. Okay, let's see what I've messed up here then. I mean, we don't have coal. Well, we sort of do. We could grab some out of the thing just to see it working. needs more. Of those, doesn't it? Why doesn't that reach them? What have I done there? Oh, it doesn't need... Why does it need 4? I don't think it needs 4. 3 maybe. Yeah, because 2 is not quite enough. Because the long ones are actually quite... I mean, when you get stack bonuses, it's a bit better, but... Yeah, we need just 1 extra, I think. On the bottom. That's what she said. Dear. There. Certain machines. Oops. Okay. So we got pebbles, nuggets, and iron ore. Let's just do this next one. Yeah, the top part, because we haven't pasted it down, so hopefully don't. If I got it right, need more filter jobs, don't I? It's not making them anywhere, so the main base. Okay. Make a lot of the same beeping noise as the regular things. I mean, we know we've got these. This is correct, you know. So we've got the right things coming through here. Barring that belt rotation error. It'd be nice to get some iron plate made before I have to stop, really. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. We obviously won't get it out of here because there's no coal. This side of it. Oh, we can't run that either because that needs coal. It needs fuel. Well, I say that. We could also give it crushed coal, coke, or carbon. Huh. Don't suppose I can just make them, can I? Why have I done that one? So crushed. Oh. Oh, there's crushed coal. So you get 2 crushed coal out of 1 coal. Why would you bother doing that? Presumably it's just a bit more efficient. Crushed coal, fuel value is 2 megajoules. Coke. That's why. Because coke. And then carbon is an improvement in... is more energy dense, which is a bit weird when you think about it, but... Okay, so we can't do any of this. Marvellous. We cannot do any of this. We cannot make a single piece of iron plate. Eesh. Because we need coal. We need coal. Have I got any? Oh, crikey. Loads of stuff. Don't really want to research even more stuff. Yeah. So I need coal, basically, is the point. Just think it might be... Trouble is, if I want to build this way, I need a similar sort of... It's not going to be a bigger scale, but... I mean, I could always have this go somewhere else, couldn't I? We could maybe process that iron over there. I think if I have the coal station here, I can just do a little simple crossover. Yeah. So just do a little cross. Maybe put it here. Oh, I need a bunch of signals, don't I? Don't think that's enough. What am I lacking? Circuits, crikey. Hi, you alright? How's things? Doing okay? Right, let's grab a bunch of stuff, because I'm going to need to build another train in that, aren't I? Which I can't do. Let's... What do we need? Circuits again. Okay. So, that there. And I need rail. I need a couple of signals. Can't do either. Need more iron. So one of them, and then we wanted a load of signals. We're at circuits again. Oh. You want them. And then, where is the... There it is. Okay. We've got a bunch of miners. I don't know if that'll be enough, but we'll take that with us. We're not going to get anywhere near doing this, but... I mean, coal was the next target anyway. Which is why this is tricky, because... evening. I kind of don't really want to drop it off here. But yeah. Wrong thing. Simple only rail. Let's do... Where do we... I presume that's coming in there. Then this is the drop off, which is the wrong way around. I'm gonna do that. Click that over. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Just a very simple crossing point this. It basically makes that an exclusionary junction, so you can't drive through it. Or a train can't pass through it, basically. While another one is kind of waiting. I've not explained that properly at all. That's not what it's doing. No. Forgot to pick up some inserters. But we also need 6, 7, 8 steel chesticles. Now, how many of those did I make then? Not enough, obviously. Okay. Let's combine that together. Ow. I put it right where the other power pole is. Okay. That on there. Get rid of the old turrets. I have to give combat a go, as I say. Clear these guys out. Or them, because I don't like the idea of trains buzzing about near fighters. They get quite angry when you run them over. So this needs to be an only. Forgot to add, and I better do it so it's not. Oh, I could just fuel it. I was going to say, got to add a fueling thing, but I could just do it the other one. Right, where do we actually want to go? I'm not sure what gaps we've got there. Could maybe try and squeeze it up there. Let's head up that way now then, and we'll leave it there. So if I tried to come up here, straight up, and then across here, minimising the amount of trees that we obliterate. So perhaps nipping through this little gap here. Plenty of room for trains there. What about up here? Yeah, we could fit a train through there, no problem. So, we can have the station pick up the here, for example. Other way around. This is always... the inserters are always on the wrong side. Will that go through there? Yeah, there we go. It's going to get so much easier that with the new system. We're doing it. Was that there or there? Let's see. Oh. Cannot reach, eh? Yeah, that's fine. Yes, so next time, well, I'll probably have to head back. I might do it in the interim. You know, set this coal train up so that we're... Good old coal train. Robbie or otherwise. Yeah, probably set all this up so that, you know, when we come back, and maybe just leave it running. Let all the bots fill out all of this stuff. Or, you know, do some of it myself, etc, etc. Speed things along. Why have they... I guess they've stopped because there's no... You kind of got to process it all, haven't you? At the same time, really. Cool. Okay. Yes. Anyway, so it's 9 o'clock. And... I need to go. Yeah. So as previously mentioned, I will not be streaming for the next 2 weeks. I will be on holiday at EGX next week, and then visiting family the week after. However, I will be back tomorrow, where we will be continuing Tectonica, which I'm really enjoying. I'm probably going to buy it, actually. Sufficiently enjoyed the start. I think the user interface thing needs a hell of a lot of work. That's horrible, the colour it uses. But yes, I'm really enjoying that. So we will be continuing Tectonica tomorrow. We will return after my holiday and basically the same again. So it'll be more Angels and more Tectonica. Angels, as I say, I'll probably do some work to get this up and running. And then we'll look at what the next step is, what the next research is. We probably need to do, like, well, not necessarily military, but start on, you know, the whole oil processing, get ourselves some more advanced stuff. We do have the next phase of my Kickstarter process, which is a bot base, this one here. And that should basically work because of all the recipes being the same in terms of the actual, you know, production of stuff. It's the oil side of it that we need to get our heads wrapped around. So that will be probably what we build. Again, I might just pop that down so that and fill it out basically so it's ready to go. Because, I say, the actual recipes side of things in terms of, you know, building all of this stuff is identical. So, you know, there's nothing particularly interesting in the bot base that I haven't shown before. So yeah, I might well say, when I'm playing Factorio, if I'm playing Factorio, over the next 2 weeks. I will probably do all of those, the very basics, get it up and running, so that the interesting stuff, the new stuff, the angel stuff, is what we do on stream. I say Tectonica tomorrow, and I will just keep going with that until Christmas, I think, basically, or if I hit the end point, or I get to a point where it's overwhelming and it needs some blueprinting system or something like Satisfactory, then I'll stop then. Longer term plan is to do another Dyson Sphere program playthrough and maybe try SpaceX. I don't know. Still not deciding on that because of how big it is. But yes, so those are the plans. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.